Hi, today I wanted to show you Symbaloo. Symbaloo is a social bookmarking site that allows you to share your bookmarks with other people on the internet, your students, your coworkers, etc. It allows you to categorize them into things called web mixes. So basically, you'll make a web mix, and each web mix will come blank with all these different tiles for you to fill in. The tiles are basically just links to bookmarks that you want to keep. So this one, for example, is Chromebook resources, right? This is my Chromebook resources, and it's all the different sites that I may have students go on when they're using Chromebooks. I have one for middle school over here. I have a coding one that has all different coding resources. And basically, these are shareable. So each web mix can be shareable. You can share it either publicly with everybody who's on Symbaloo, or you can share it privately with friends or students. And so I generally share them privately. If you make a really good one you're proud of, you can share it publicly because you can kind of grab a whole web mix if you want. But basically, it allows you to put all of your different bookmarks here, and then you can put them together in groups as well. So if I wanted to add a new bookmark, I would just click Add Tile, or you can also use this little thing in the middle and click Tiles as the search. But I prefer to click Add Tile. And then you can create your tile from scratch. You can search a tile, or you can browse tiles by category. So if you wanted to browse tiles by category, you could kind of see all the different categories. You could look through them and see what's there. But usually what I would do is I would click Add Tile, and I would click Search Tile if it's something that I know will probably be there, something that you use a lot. Or I would click Create Tile, type in my web address, what kind of website it is, type in the name that you want to appear on the tile, design your tile, upload an image, or just click the color and save. So you can either create your tile from scratch or search for a tile. So let's say if I wanted to search for a tile, and I wanted to search for EdSite. Okay, EdSite is a site that you can use to create assessments. It syncs really well with Google Classroom, and you're able to see your students' data and how they did on each site. Okay, so basically you'll see I have EdSite here now. Now let's say that I wanted to group all of my different assessment sites together, and I wanted to put them down here at the bottom. We have EdSite twice, but that's okay. And I wanted to make them into a group. So basically what I can do from here is I can click options. I can say add new marker. And now I have this little like crosshair, and I'm just going to click that to go make it go away. And then I can make these, let's say, into a marker. So then I can say, instead of white, I want this to be pink. So now I know that in the corner here, these all kind of belong together, and they're all sites for assessment, right? So then if I wanted to put another group together for whatever it might be, and I know that they all go together, I can put them over here in this corner, options, add new marker, drag it over, and then we can click here to change the color, and we can make it whatever color we would want. Okay, so then you can do that with all of your different bookmarks within a web mix so that you can kind of put them into categories if that helps you. So basically you would see like a web mix might turn out to look something like this. Now, this is just like the generic Symbaloo one, but you can see like how it's kind of grouped into different things. And then they're grouped into different colors. So this is really helpful visually as well. So basically, you can now share this web mix with whoever you want. Now, let's say you wanted to add a tile, and you wanted to go to create a tile, you could actually put in a Google Drive document here. So if you wanted to put the URL to a Drive document and then call it whatever the name of the Drive document is, you could actually create a web mix of all your different Drive documents. Let's say you were collaborating with your grade level and you wanted to create a space where you could share all of the specific units materials visually, and you wanted to share it with somebody else, maybe outside the school, like a consultant or something, this is a really great way to do it. And so you could actually create your tiles based on Google Drive documents, and you can add images that kind of go with the documents for your tiles. So then you just click this little share button here, and then you can share your web mix. This one has actually already been shared, so I'm going to just click webmix info and share options. And then basically on the left side, you're going to click privately with friends. Okay, that's what you're going to want, unless you want to make it public in the gallery for people to search, but privately with friends. And then you're going to click share my webmix on the bottom, and then it's going to bring up this right side. So in the beginning, you won't see this right side until you click share my webmix. And now it's going to give you a link, and it's also going to allow you to share it on social media, but more specifically, it's going to allow you to share on Google Classroom. I have an extension in Chrome installed called Share to Classroom that can be found in the Google Chrome web store. That's where this comes from. It's a super awesome extension if you use Google Classroom. And so basically you would just click share on Google Classroom, and then you would just simply choose the classroom you want to share it to, and then you would just share it right to Google Classroom feed, and the students would have your link. So that's a really easy way to share it with your students. We can also create a bookmark on their actual Chromebooks if you wanted to use it that way. So again, Symbaloo is really a great tool to use both with colleagues and with students. It really keeps you organized, but it's also just a great tool to use for yourself to kind of collect all these resources and not have a million bookmarks on the top of your Chrome. So basically you can create and organize your bookmarks into different categories, and you can keep them, in places that you can find them in the future.